Hello yogis! Thank you all so much for making it to your mat today. Something that I really love about yoga, the way you show up here on your mat gives a lot of clarity to how you're showing up out there. So today I'd like to invite you all to be curious. Last week, I asked that you all let go of that little voice in your head that's holding you back. This week, I ask that you open up to it. Be curious about the thoughts that you're having as we go about our class. What's your self-talk like when things start to get hard? I ask that instead of attaching to the emotions and thoughts you may be having and letting them run the show, I ask that you be the watcher of your thoughts and stay curious as to why they're there. When you allow yourself the space to acknowledge and accept whatever is present, you will begin to notice that it strips away all the power that they hold over you. Today, I ask that you bring all of your baggage with you and notice what it feels like to sit with yourself. You are not your thoughts. You are the beautiful, limitless energy behind them. Let's all begin by finding a comfortable seat. You may sit like I am, on your shins, or if you're more comfortable doing so, go ahead and find a cross-legged position. Hands resting gently on the thighs, palms facing down for grounding, or facing up for receiving. Just beginning to turn your attention inwards, connecting with the breath as it makes its way in through your nose and out through your nose. Noticing what the temperature feels like on your skin. Feeling your sit bones grounding down into the earth. As if you're filling up a pitcher of water, breathing in through your nose, into your belly, your lower chest, your upper chest. Hold and release from your upper chest, your lower chest, and your belly. Again, breathing in through your nose, all the way down into the pit of your stomach, your chest. Maybe it swirls up behind your eyes. Hold and release, upper chest and belly. Returning back to a normal breathing pattern here. Just becoming aware of what it feels like to be here now. When you're ready, you may lift your gaze and flutter your eyes open. On an inhale, we're going to drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Continuing that inhale as we bring our chin to our chest. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Head rolled all the way back. Again, inhale, right ear, right shoulder. And exhale, left ear, left shoulder. All the way back. Continuing to move at your own pace here. Pairing breath with movement. Doing what feels good for you. Finishing up one last roll. And let's go the other way. Taking big inhales and exhales. Maybe spending a little extra time in somewhere that feels sticky. Acknowledging where you're at today and honoring your body in this space. One last roll. And brings us back to center. On an inhale, we're going to reach our arms up towards the sky, gaze up towards those fingertips. On an exhale, we're going to drop our right hand to the mat. Another big inhale, we're going to reach up, stack our spine, and exhale, begin to fold over your right arm, making sure that your hip bones stay grounded into the earth, really opening up your chest here, heart shining towards the sky. Inhale brings us back to center. Again, we reach up towards the sky on an inhale. Exhale, left hand to the mat. Big inhale as we reach up, gaze up towards those fingertips. And exhale, begin to round over your left arm. Walking your left hand far off to the side here, making sure those hip bones stay grounded. Bicep by your ear, chest and heart are open. Inhale brings us back to center. We're going to take our right foot and cross it over our left thigh. On an inhale, we're gonna reach up towards the sky, and exhale, hug your right knee into the chest. Right arm comes directly behind you, making sure that your spine is long and straight here. On an inhale, we stack our spine, crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. And exhale, begin to twist, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale brings us back to center. Coming and bringing your weight on your hands as we switch our leg position. So this time your left leg is over your right knee. Foot stays grounded on the floor here. On an inhale, we reach up towards the sky. And exhale, right hand grabs our left knee. Left hand comes directly behind us. Taking a big inhale here to stack our spine. And exhale, we begin to look over your left shoulder. Really using your right hand to pull your left knee into the chest. Inhale brings us back to center. Finding a tabletop position. Hands directly underneath shoulders. Knees directly underneath hips. Index finger is pointing towards the top of the mat. On an inhale, we drop the belly, pelvic lifts up, gaze up towards the ceiling, heart shining open. And exhale, curl and round, chin to chest, looking towards your belly button, really pushing the floor away. Inhale, looking up towards that sky, and exhale, curl and round. Inhale, really lift your tailbone up towards the sky, chest and heart are open. And exhale, curl and round. One more time here, make it your biggest one yet. Really open that chest up towards the sky. Gaze maybe trails farther across the ceiling. And exhale, pushing the mat away. Coming back to a neutral spine here. Go ahead and do what feels good for your body in this moment. Do some organic movement, whatever your body is calling out for. Whatever that may look like. Starting to warm up the muscles. Opening up those joints. Whatever feels good for you here. Awesome. Coming back to a tabletop position, neutral spine, really stretching out those fingertips and rooting them into the ground. Untuck those toes, send your hips back and pushing the mat away, we root to rise. Lift your hips up towards the sky, finding a downward facing dog. And setting up our down dog intentionally here, go ahead and pedal out the feet. Shake your head yes and no. Doing what feels good for you here. Heels are reaching towards the ground. There can be a soft bend in your knees. Spine is long and strong, head is heavy. Let's take 3 breaths here. Slowly start to tiptoe your feet towards your hands. Grabbing opposite elbows, finding a soft bend in your knees, letting your head hang heavy, finding a gentle sway from side to side. Inhale, we drop the hands.
Exhale slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, we rise. Head is the last thing to make it to the top.
Go ahead and do some shoulder rolls backwards and forwards. Great job, guys. From the top of your mat, big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, we reach up towards the sky. And exhale, we fold.
Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the feet back into a high plank. Drop your knees, shift your weight forward and down.
Before we rise into upward facing dog, knees are lifted here, chest and heart are open. Exhale, downward facing dog.
Breathe here. Begin to tiptoe your feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, we find a flat back. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise with a flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center.
Again, inhale, we reach towards the sky. Exhale, we fold.
Inhale, we rise halfway, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, high plank. This time we send our weight forward and down
before we push up into upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog.
Breathe here. Warming up the body. Getting ready for our flow. Sending your weight forward into a high plank. Hands are directly underneath shoulder blades. Core and tummy are tight here. Finding your strength and stability. Inhale. And exhale, push back into downward dog. Again, send your weight forward, high plank, big inhale. And exhale, push back into downward dog. Doing this 3 more times at your own pace. Inhale, we find a plank. Exhale, we push back into downward dog. 2 more times at your own pace. Good job. Begin to tiptoe your feet towards your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale with a flat back, coming up, we rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe here.
Inhale, we reach towards the sky. Exhale, we fold.
Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, we fold, plant the hands, step the feet forward, or step the feet back, send your weight forward and down.
Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog.
Breathe here. Tiptoe the feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise.
Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, we reach up towards the sky. Exhale, we fold.
Inhale, we find a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, we fold, step the feet back. Sending your weight forward and down
before we push up into upward dog. And exhale, downward dog.
Great job, guys. Begin to tiptoe the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise.
Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we sit down and sink down into our chair, tucking your tailbone down, really zipping up your legs here. Strong core, arms reaching towards the sky. Big inhale as we reach, 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 and exhale, fold.
Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank. Coming into a side plank, we're gonna shift our weight into our left hand, turning onto our left side of our foot. Right arm reaches up, and breathe. Feeling your strength. Right arm down. Coming back to that plank, shifting your weight into your right hand. This time we come onto the right side of our foot. Left arm reaches up, and breathe. Finding your stability. Gravity working in your favor here as you have a strong, tight core. Left hand down, high plank. Send your weight forward and down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, we lift our right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, plant your right foot in between your hands. Inhale, we rise with a flat back. Exhale, frame your foot with your hands. Step back into a high plank. Downward facing dog here. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, bring your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, we fold. Framing your foot with your hands, coming back into that high plank. Hold, hold. We're strong, we got this. Hold, hold. Awesome, letting your knees come to the sides of the mat. Big toes touch. Hips go down towards the feet. Arms extend forward, forehead to the mat. And breathe. Great job. Slowly walking your hands towards your legs. Taking a moment. Great work, guys. Sending your weight forward now. Coming back into a high plank. Pushing back into a downward dog. Begin to tiptoe your feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise with a flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Great work, guys. Coming to the top of your mat. Taking a big step back with your right leg, coming into a low lunge. Inhale, we reach up towards the sky. Really go ahead and sink in your hips here on that exhale. Finding stability in your left foot here. We're going to recoil, recoil. So begin to bring your right knee into your chest, coming into a little ball, finding stability on your left leg. Before we reach our left hand down, extend your right leg back and straight, trying to touch the floor with your left hand. Once you find your stability and strength here, begin to open your right hand out. Great work, guys. Recoil, recoil with control. And we rise, bringing our foot back down. Great job. Go ahead and step back on the other side. So left foot comes back, finding a low lunge with your right leg in front. And an inhale, we reach up. And exhale, we melt down, really sinking into our hips here. What's your self-talk like when things get hard? Tell yourself you got this. Finding stability in your right foot, we're going to recoil, bringing our left knee into our chest. Coming into a little ball here, finding your stability and your strength as you root through your right foot into the ground. Same thing as we did on the last side. Begin to extend your left leg back. Right hand comes down. Once you find your strength and stability here, begin to open up your left hand towards the sky.
Gaze comes off to the left, and breathe. Don't let those thoughts defeat you. You are strong. You got this. You may wobble a little bit. We're all wobbling. Tell yourself you got this. Awesome job. Begin to recoil, recoil, recoil. Coming up and dropping that left leg. Let's go ahead and shake that out. Good job, guys. We do hard things. All right, inhale, we reach up towards the sky. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise flat back. Exhale, we fold, plant the hands, step back, shifting your weight forward and down before we push up into upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Great work. Inhale, send your left leg up. Exhale, bringing your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, we rise with a flat back. Exhale, we windmill the hands out to the side, warrior two. Back foot is now facing the side wall. Front foot is still facing forward, reaching in opposite directions, tucking that tailbone, gaze above the left hands, breathe. Great work. Coming down and bringing your left elbow to your left knee. We're gonna swing our right arm down and around. Extended side angle, creating a straight line. Your right fingertips all the way through your left foot. Breathe here. Great work, guys. Framing your foot, your left foot with your hands, stepping back into a high plank, pushing back into a downward dog. Breathe here. Opposite side, on an inhale, we raise our right leg. Exhale, bringing our right foot in between our hands. Inhale, we rise. And exhale, we open up to a warrior two. Opposite side, front foot facing forward, back foot facing the side wall, reaching in opposite directions. Tailbone tucking under, gaze above your right fingertips. Breathe here. Bringing your right elbow to your right knee. Bringing your left hand down and up. Finding an extended side angle here. Left fingertips reaching towards that corner top wall. Creating a straight line from your left fingertips all the way down to your left foot. Breathe here. Great work. Turn towards your right knee, frame your foot with your hands, step back into a high plank. Inhale here, and exhale, downward dog. Great work, everybody. Great job. Breathe here. Begin to tiptoe your feet towards your hands. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, we rise with a flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Big inhale and big exhale. Great job, guys. All right. We're going to spread out all 10 toes and really root our feet into the earth here. On an inhale, we're gonna reach our hands up towards the sky, gaze towards your fingertips. Exhale, bringing our hands down, bringing your right arm underneath your left arm, crossing out the elbows, crossing out the forearms, and bringing your palms to touch. Eagle arms here, sending your elbows out and up, creating a really nice broad back here. Great job. So we're rooting through our foot, shifting our weight into our left foot. We're gonna bring our right leg up, cross over, and wrap around. If you can't quite get that complete wrap around, that bind, just go ahead and wrap your leg like this. Right leg just resting gently on your left leg. Breathe here. Great work. Everything reaches up and down. Other side. We're gonna be rooting through our left foot this time. Through our right foot this time. Inhale, we reach up towards the sky. Exhale, this time we bring our left arm underneath our right arm, cross at the elbows, cross at the forearms, palms come to touch. Rooting through our right foot here, we lift our left leg, crossing at the knees, wrapping around to get a bind here, or just letting your knees meet, finding stability and strength. And breathing here. Your breath is your guide. As soon as things start to get hard, watch how the breath comes in and saves you. Inhale, everything reaches up. And exhale down. Let's go ahead and shake that out. Great job. Coming to the top of the mat, toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, we reach towards the sky. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, stepping back into that high plank. And let's go ahead and slowly to the count of 5 lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring your arms to the lengths of your body, palms facing up, resting one ear gently on the mat. Taking a moment of stillness to acknowledge all the hard work that's been done already. Accepting all of the thoughts that may have come up for us. Being present with ourselves. Being accepting of any emotions that may have come up during our practice today. Go ahead and bring the hands directly underneath the shoulder blade here. Bringing your feet and your legs zipping up as if they were one leg. On an inhale, pushing into your fingertips here, we're gonna raise with a flat back. Really letting your pelvis stay grounded here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Great job. So we are going to reach our right arms forward. So we're coming and creating a straight line with our body here. Arms reaching forward, back legs are reaching back. On an inhale, we're going to push into our pelvic floor as we lift our gaze and our arms and our legs up as if a string is pulling us in opposite directions. Breathe here. And exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale, everything lifts. Rooting through your pelvic floor here. Breathe. And exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, everything lifts. And exhale, release. Bringing opposite ear to the mat. Taking a moment of stillness. Begin to walk your hands towards your body. Pushing back into a child's pose. Forehead meets the mat. Hips sitting on heels. Knees extended to the length of the mat here. Reaching forward. And breathe. Go ahead and walk your hands towards your body. Shifting your weight off to one side and bringing your legs out in front of you. Great work, guys. You're doing an awesome job. On an inhale, we're going to lift our legs and arms, reaching towards one another, finding our boat pose. Feeling our strength in our core here. Chest and heart are proud and open. Gaze is forward, looking for all the brighter things in life. Noticing what's coming up here for you as we hold this pose and find what it feels like to sit with ourselves. Acknowledging and accepting whatever is present and just being. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2,
And 1, slowly lower. Lying flat on the mat. Taking a big inhale here through your nose. And exhale through your mouth, H-ah. One more time, inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Great work. Bringing your knees into your chest. Go ahead and hug those knees. Awesome. Now, extending your legs as if you were standing on the ceiling. Then we're gonna find a bend in our legs as we reach towards our feet. This is called happy baby. So you're grabbing your feet from the inside. Knees are bent. Feet are still flexed as if you were standing on the ceiling. And you're really focusing on using your biceps here to pull the knees down towards the floor. Breathing into your hips here. The hips are where we store a lot of emotion, a lot of trauma. So just being mindful and handling yourself with grace here for whatever may come up for you. Great work, guys. Bringing your feet to touch. Soles of the feet are touching, knees are extending in opposite directions as we bring our feet down, finding a butterfly position with our legs. As we just let our hips open up here. Finding a moment to recognize how awesome you are. To do the work, to accept the things you cannot change, and to empower yourself to move forward into whatever step is next for you. Slowly extending your legs straight out. Letting your feet flap open like a book, palms facing up towards the sky. Acknowledging this connection that you have with the earth as it rises to meet you, holding you solid, feeling grounded, supported. Taking this time to let all the benefits of our practice make their place inside of you. This act of simply just being is the most important part of our practice today. Beginning to bring some movement to your fingers and toes. Extending your arms up and over your head, finding a big good morning stretch. Bringing your knees into your chest. Rolling off to your favorite side as we find a fetal position. Taking one big breath in through our nose here. And out through our mouth. Pushing into your top hand to find a comfortable seat. Maybe keeping the eyes closed or finding a soft gaze in front of you. Just taking one last moment to simply be.
And when you're ready, you may lift the gaze and flutter your eyes open. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. This is such an important part of my life to share the beauty of yoga with each and every one of you. So I just thank you all so much for making it to your mat today, for me, and most importantly for you. Because this mat is where you get a lot of work done. And this mat is where you can find a connection with yourself, with the earth, with each other. It's such a beautiful space that we have. So I appreciate you all for being here today. The light within me sees and acknowledges that there is a light within each and every one of you. And together we say, Namaste.